circuit attorney for taking this chance on me, for putting his life and his career on the line for me. I would like to thank the Midwest Innocent Project for taking this case, for believing in me. I would also like to thank Justin Bonus, my attorney from New York, for also believing in me. But at the same time, for my family, for standing behind me for all these years. I cannot forget my wife, who has stuck with me through thick and thin, through it all. St. Louis, listen, it was 34 years ago that they took me away from you. And it should have been this long. Nor should it have taken this long for everyone to want to come forward now. All I can ask you to do is give the system a chance to work itself out. You got to give the system a chance to work itself out. But at the same time, we can't give up on each other. That's what St. Louis done for the last 34 years. I had to watch it from afar. And now, let's see if we can get things together. I'm tired. I'm tired of being sick and tired, as Fannie Lou once said. Now, let's make that dream come true. I want to thank you all. Really, I do. And I appreciate you all for coming. But hey, I got a life to live now. And it's time to move forward. But until then, y'all take care. And don't forget those that still left behind. I would not sit there and say that I've lost everything, because I've gained so much. Sure, my youth was gone. I can't never get that back. Sure, I have gone through a number of medical issues. But hey, that's a part of the territory. It comes with life. I mean, we grow, we live, and eventually we're gonna die. But the thing is though, if I hold on to the negativity, if I keep on holding on to the past, I would never be able to move forward. So, for those who participated in my prosecution, I forgive you. I'm not gonna forget, but I do forgive you. But at the same time, I got to move on with my life too.
What's the first thing you want to do in St. Louis?
Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot. Honestly, I'd like to give me one of those St. Louis caps. Then go down to the stadium and dawn on my Chicago Cubs. That's what I would like to do. I mean, hate me if you want to hate me, but it is what it is.
What was the last week like?
It was testing. To hear the decision of the judge and then get prepared to leave on Wednesday, only to be brought back into the prison. It was torture. I mean, it's something that you shouldn't have to put anyone through. But at the same time, though, this is what they do.
Do you have a message for the Attorney General?
Have a nice life. Exactly.
Your family is here.
How you doing?
See them.
That's my world. That's my world. What's up now, Nappy? That's my family.
Christopher, what do you say to other people like you who are in prison, who are fighting for their moment in court to prove their innocence?
It took me 34 years to get to where I am right now. But I never gave up because my family never gave up. It's easy to give up in prison when you lose hope. But when the system chooses to throw you away, you have to ask yourself if you're willing to just settle for it or you're going to fight for it. I come from a strong family. I don't know how not to fight. This is what we have done the majority of our lives. And whether you want to believe it or not, everyone that's in prison, there's a chance for everyone. The thing is, though, they can't give up. But still, It takes people like you, each and every one of you with a microphone and the camera in your hand, to reach out to them. Let their stories be heard. Don't give up on them. Give them a chance. Because the moment you decide not to give them a chance, they're going to lose hope. And you got to ask yourself, eventually, one of these days, they're going to return to society. So the question is, do you want to stop the problem before it get here and help curb it? Or do you want it to come out here and become a tornado? You have the ability to change these. But until you do it, those young men and women in prison going to sit there and going to ask themselves, why are they going to try to change? Change for what and change for who?
Chris, a lot of people don't understand the Lincoln versus Cassidy. That's what actually kept you locked up past a little bit longer. Is there any way you can give us a little brief description of that and how we can, as people, get rid of that?
Lincoln versus Cassidy, to me, probably is one of the most ridiculous cases I have ever seen. The thing is, though, Rodney Lincoln never should have been convicted from the get-go. But still, he was deprived of his freedom. He still had to go through it all. And to sit there and watch this man have to settle for a time cut or a free walk just because he didn't want to go on. Lincoln versus Cassidy is that one situation that needs to be overturned. Because if not, someone's going to continue to try to use it as a stumbling block to keep people down.
All right, everybody, that's the last question. As you can imagine, he and Kiera have some lost time to catch up on. So we're going to go ahead and make sure they have some time to
St. Louis,
catch up.
we did it.
We did it.
We did it.
Don't be it. You ain't me out.
We did it.